Hello everybody! Here's another Walking Dead review, although this is Fear the Walking Dead, first episode that I've done. It's season 6, episode 8, which we should have got a while ago, but because of obviously Corona, stuff like that, we're basically getting, instead of normal 8 episodes in the half season, we're getting 9, so there's some good news there. So this one was basically meant to be the finale, which makes sense because it was a amazing, a massive, epic episode. I feel like people are going to have mixed opinions. I don't think anyone can really say it was a bad episode. It just didn't exactly go the way a lot of people wanted, and I'm kind of caught in the middle. I think it was an absolutely amazing episode, probably the best episode they've ever done for Fear, which until recently doesn't mean much. Season 6 has just been phenomenal, especially when you compare it to season 5, which was just such a drag. Just so, to think that these are the same writers is crazy. But this episode was amazing. We got so many walkers. We got a load of action. Nice bit of gore with the walker caught under the wheel and it all the blood spewing everywhere. That was great. I mean, there was some poetic moments. Man, so much to say that. So it was another one that focused primarily on good old John. His previous episode, where it was, you know, basically his episode, that was just phenomenal as well. And I hadn't really thought about who my favourite character in Fear was until recently, because it just wasn't, it just didn't have the characters, it didn't have the writing of The Walking Dead. But I think it's safe to say that John Dory is the best character and my favourite character. Which is a poor realisation. There's poor timing for that realisation, seeing as he's now fucking dead. I know a lot of people are pissed off with that. I am, technically. I felt sick watching the episode. I just knew it was going to happen. And obviously when he... It was terrible, but yet amazing, because, you know, up until that point, like the reveal, obviously Dakota uses the knife. He immediately recognises that knife. And it all just kind of slots into place. It all makes sense. She's asking him about the broken bit of the knife handle. She's obviously very interested for some reason. We find out why that is later on. We know that John feels messed up about that entire situation, and well, his own failure, as he would see it. He knew Ginny was like protecting someone, and it turns out it was Dakota. We also get the reveal that she is the one that saved Morgan, which I know so many people were hoping it would be Madison. I thought it was possible. Madison's kind of like this ghost that's been lingering around ever since her apparent death. People are convinced she's coming back. Other people are saying, no, shut up about it, she died ages ago. She definitely didn't die on screen, is my opinion, and they never confirm that she's dead. So, is she coming back? Probably, but she didn't save Morgan. Unless Dakota's lying, but I think it seems pretty much that she saved him. I just love the tragic nature of this episode, because not only did we lose like the best character, We also found out that Morgan has been on this whole thing of, oh, he's been brought back, he was saved so that he could save everyone else. Well, that's actually bullshit. He was saved so that he could kill again, which we've seen Morgan kill quite a lot and be in kill mode. And in this episode, he gets totally disillusioned at the end. We want Morgan to be happy and the big hero that he wants to be. We want people to, if they do die, they have to die in an epic fashion, saving the day. There has to be a meaning. And with John, there was no reason at all. He didn't need to die. Dakota didn't need to shoot him. But at the same time, I understand. I love the fact that it was unexpected. I love the fact that they revealed so many mysteries in this one. They're not leaving it like 2 seasons to finally get to, oh yeah, remember that mystery you were really interested in ages ago that you've kind of forgot about now. Oh well, this is the answer. Didn't take that long to find out who saved Morgan. Didn't take that long to find out who the killer was. And I like that. I don't like it when they, milk it, drag it out. And did they ruin Fear with this episode? Fuck no. They've gotten rid of an amazing character. His death was completely meaningless, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I feel sorry for Dakota completely, because people are calling her a psycho. I mean, she's messed up for sure, but she's not the reason. She didn't kill John. Ginny did. Blame Ginny. Dakota's been abused this entire time. She's been trapped. She's basically a rat in a cage. She killed the ranger, what was his name? Cameron, because he found out how she was getting in and out of Lawton. Is that true? I know there's other communities. I guess that makes sense. And she needed an escape from her sister. And that obviously should never be a problem. But we know Ginny's a fucked up person. And she's obviously overprotective to the absolute extreme. And we know that she didn't need to kill John. We know that. But couldn't you see how messed up she was in that moment? And what she did, she saved Morgan literally to get rid of her sister. She needs her gone that bad. And that's just what abuse will do to you. So please, she's killed one of our favourite characters, sure, but it wasn't her. It really wasn't. It wasn't up to her at all. Blame Ginny. So instead of going, oh, I want Dakota dead, she needs to die, all this hate, just save it for Ginny. I don't know what's going to happen to Dakota, but I want to see more of her, because that acting, especially at the end of the episode, fucking amazing. Amazing acting. You cannot deny that. Love her, hate her, love the episode, hate it. That was some acting from, everyone in the episode. Morgan so desperately trying to save John from himself most of the time, which I totally get. And the poetry of, he's trying to kill himself at the very beginning of the episode. We see that he's looking for a door because these walkers keep washing up on the shore from the bridge. And what happens later? He ends up being one of those walkers that's washed up. And originally he gets shot, he gets pushed off the bridge. He kind of, he's basically Rick in that moment, apart from it goes really badly. When Rick blows up the bridge, washes down the shore, gets saved. Imagine if another character had been shot in the chest and survived. When you see him floating down to the riverbed, and then he gets this last moment of life and sheer will to live, goes on the door and he's floating down. I was so mixed up. I really wanted him to survive, obviously, but at the same time, I was like, okay, I don't really want too many people surviving things that definitely should kill them. So it was good that he didn't miraculously survive, because that would just the craziness and the unbelievability of Fear has been a little bit crazy, has been a little bit too much. So I think he kind of had to go, which is terrible. And as I said, he's my favourite. He's probably the best character in Fear. But the way they did it in this episode was amazing. And do you really think they've ruined it? Like, do you think that the next episode is going to be terrible? I don't see that at all. Like, there's been 8 episodes now, which have just all of them been spectacular. I think they're going to carry on with that. They're going to carry on with that momentum. And another thing, if John was alive for like the final showdown, Ginny and her crew turn up at the dam, all they would have had to have done is put him up on a hill. He could have killed them all himself. He was just overkill, really. So I think they needed to... I think it does make sense. It does make sense, because him with that gun, Jesus, he could kill all of them by himself if he had the ammo. So I'm sad to see him go, for sure, but this was a fantastic episode nonetheless, and they've definitely not ruined it. Or let's at least watch the next episode before we decide. I think it's brought this weight to the show that it hasn't had before, because pretty much no one has died. No, definitely none of the main characters. No one's died for such a long time. And I think that's one of the key things that makes the Walking Dead universe what it is that anyone can die. And this is an episode that really shows that off. So well done. Well done to them, for sure. If they'd killed off like another character that we don't care about, then we wouldn't care as much. We wouldn't be invested in the show. I'm sorry, obviously, if it's ruined it for you. Please try and think about the things that I've said and just carry on watching it anyway. Obviously, if it's all ruined just because your favourite character's gone, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't really understand that, but yeah, I'm sorry. There was also Dakota saving John multiple times in the episode previous, in the same episode but previous, not the episode before. And the gunshot through the windshield, and how close she was to shooting him then. That was quite telling. We realised at the end, obviously I don't think anyone saw that and thought, oh my god, she's going to shoot him later. But that's what it was foreshadowing, for sure, which I kind of forgot to say earlier. But let me know what you thought of this, because I know there's going to be so many different opinions. I don't expect everyone to feel exactly the same as me. I especially don't expect people to love Dakota right now, even though if it was real, I would hate her, I'm sure. But she's a character, a fictional character, and I think there's a lot more to it than, oh, she's just a psycho. I just think that she's been put through so much up until this point, and a lot of it we don't know about. Hopefully we'll find out in the future. And come on guys, how many people love Negan right now? I'm one of those people. I always loved him, but what did he do to Glenn and Abraham? That's a whole lot worse than what she did to John. She shot him in the chest and pushed him off a bridge. You know, that's pretty merciful, if anything, but bashing someone's head in repeatedly with a baseball bat with barbed wire wrapped around it, that's a different story. But we love Negan now. At least 99% of the community loves Negan, which I totally understand. I'm just throwing it out there as some kind of context. Anyway, this has obviously been a very long review, but I just thought that this episode deserved it. I don't mind if you skip through it or only watch a couple, but it was fucking fantastic, and I'm so excited for the rest of it, because I cannot believe that they've delivered 8 episodes that have just been amazing. Go back and watch season 5. Seriously, I dare you. And then watch this again. The difference is crazy. So let me know in the comments what you thought. Please give this video a like. Share it with all of your Walking Dead friends. And I'll see you in the next video, because I'll definitely be giving a review to the next episode as well. Thank you for watching. See ya.